Welcome back to my 100% playthrough of REKKR Sunken Land on the REKKR difficulty playthrough GZDoom. We are doing all levels with a bow start, and this is E4M3 Culture Clash. Let's begin. Alright, so immediately at the start, we are greeted by an arrow of armor bonuses. You know, by level design. But no, it shows you an alternate way to do the level, but we're going to do something a bit different. We're going to start off by going into this window that looks different from the others. Yes, sirree. And it doesn't lead to a secret, but it does lead to an enemy you need to kill if you want to get all the kills. And it's very useful. It's basically a non-official secret. I think there's another non-official secret, but I'm probably not going to show it because it's not really needed. Either way, we're just going to go through the portal after killing all these enemies. We're going to grab the bugs, you know, eat the bugs, live in the pod, stuff like that. And we're just going to go up this lift. So we can kill more enemies. But first, we have to jib some corpses. And I still love that jibbing sound. It is absolutely scrumptious. Wonderful. So let's just go and mess with these guys as well. They might mess with us in return, but whatever. We especially want to mess with Wayne "The Rock" Johnson here. Like so. And instead of going over here where enemies are, I'm going to go over here where enemies also are. Because these are enemies I want to kill. Like right now. Bastard. Alright, another thing you want to do, provided you actually do it right, is ride the bookshelves here. Until you get to the third one with the rune. And that's how you get the secret sack of carrying. Another thing we can do in this area is go over here so we can grab the soul launcher and once again launch soul at enemies. Very soulful indeed. You can also go over here to grab this particular item after killing the mystery boy, the holy relic, which I'm going to use right now to kill these guys. Provided the auto aim actually lets me hit them, but whatever. If you have an axe to grind, you can start swinging your axe once you get it here. And if you want to go back up to this part, you can get a map of the area, which will allow you to see the whole ding-dong place. But when all is said and done around that part, we can just go up here, or maybe not, because we can also go right around here. Yeah, we can get a second secret. Very nice to have, because it gives you more ammo for all the nice stuff we'll be getting in the map. But on the negative side, it means you'll have to do some backtracking, I suppose, but that's fine. We have plenty of time. A good thing I came back here anyway, because there were enemies still running around and about. They're being stinky and mean. And there are especially some guys around here, like this fellow. Yeah, let's get them out of the way. And this portal will send you to right there, I believe. Yep. But there's a Sorrow around here somewhere that I need to take care of, because I saw him floating around like the dumbass he is. It's on the other side, I believe. Yeah, we'll get him. Eventually. Hard to tell where these Sorrow fellows are. They're always crying. Boo-hoo. Yeah, come here. Yeah, it's the part that leads to the one area I didn't go to, but that's fine. Because we're going to go into this one. And here's the deal with this one. Basically, this is like a hub area, and once you have all the keys, you can go into the exit, which is this glowing tree. I think it's a tree. Anyways, let's go into the Shadow Warrior Zone. The Shadow Warrior Zone. And yes, it does look a bit Asian, but it also has like an urban theme to it, so that's why I call it the Shadow Warrior Zone. And it's in an FPS, so go figure. Anyways, we're going into this part because this level does have a degree of non-linearity to it if you know the right pathway. Because I wanted to grab the steel shot launcher and probably something else later on. But for now, we're going to use the steel shot launcher to get a nice triple. Oh, baby, a triple. Oh, yeah. I deserve that, though. Whatever, let's get rid of this skeleturret. And let's go into the Zen Garden to meditate. But when we do that, our moment of meditation is interrupted by the mystery boys. So let's get rid of them, and we'll have to wait for this to open because it's on a timer. Now the last enemy, traditionally, is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson here. But I usually tend to forget these guys around this part. Yeah, 3 grotesques just dawdling around this little balcony battlement area. Yeah, let's get them all out of the way. Like that. Alright, so if you want to go back up to certain areas like this one where we started off, you can do so right here. They'll send you through this part. But if you don't, we can go into this area, which kind of makes me think of Mesopotamia to an extent. I could be wrong, but that's the vibe I get off of it. Either way, there's a spooky skeleton in the middle of this area. We can get rid of him right now, so it doesn't spawn any more of these dumb cringe eyes. Yeah, dummy, come here. Alright, with that out of the way, we can go and grab all these herbs and spices. Then once again, we can eat the bugs. Now that we have consumed all these bugs, we can kill these imps. Yeah, that ought to do it. Some more bugs there, but I don't really care. Instead, I'm just gonna hit scan the rest of these guys over here. They like to put pressure on you. There's more rocky boys around here. And a mean husk out of all things in this spot right here. All of them are pretty easy to dispose of as long as you don't let the rock monsters hit you right in the face with one of those thudding runes of explosion, because they'll freaking blow up and they do a lot of damage on contact. Never underestimate the power of the thudding weapon. But you could probably underestimate the sorrows and whatnot. And you can even underestimate the flying spaghetti monster. And this is why I think it's based off of Mesopotamia, because of this guy with the Ashurbanipal, Nebuchadnezzar-looking beard and the hat. I could be off track though, but whatever. We can get plate mail armor in this part. You want to be cheeky, you can also go over here and get this Staff of Rune Explosion, which could probably be useful very soon. And I do mean very soon, because whenever we go over here, after grabbing all the stuff around this part, and drop down right here, former Duke appears, so let's blow him up. Yeah, let's also blow these guys up. And this guy. Yeah, that ought to do it. Alright, so we can press this button and grab the blue skull key. And we are pretty much done with this section, so what I'm going to do now is go through this area and drop down into this part. And when we cross this part, we'll deal with some grotesques. And now to go out of my way to get the third secret. Is right here. It's a shaman's brew. So we are pretty much stacked, and forgot to kill this guy. Okay. Okay, instead of going into this area, which will send you back into the hub zone, well, I am going to grab this. I'm going to go through this part just to double check. I think it might lead back to the city area eventually. But it all comes together at some point or another. Now, this one leads into a new spot that we haven't gone to. It's the area I neglected to go into earlier, but through another perspective. Like I said, this level has a degree of non-linearity to it, so it is pretty cool in that regard. So I'm going to go in from this way. Yeah, you could have potentially done this part second, but I like to go the way I go due to the weapon progression and how it's handed out. There's also woad here, which means we haven't really gotten an opportunity to use the axe. I don't really care. We do have an opportunity to get the ethereal guard, or as I like to call it, the virtual boy vision. I think you can kind of see why, though. Okay, it's not that drastic to be actual virtual boy vision, but it is pretty red, isn't it? If you want to be cheeky, you can call it R-zone vision. We got the woad, but I might as well use the axe just to give us some chopping content. And let's get rid of the rest of the dorks in this area too. So I think this is the last part with any enemies. Now if you want, after grabbing all the keys in this part, we grab the yellow key from the Zen Garden area, the blue key from the Nebuchadnezzar zone. After killing the Skelly belly, and we grab the red one right here. We can look around for any stray enemies. You might have to swim in the lava a little bit, so put on your asbestos booties for that. But I think that's most of the enemies. Except one, which might be around here, I believe. Yeah, there he is. Alright, so we got all the kills, all the secrets. We can do a nice run here if you want to grab plate mail armor, if you're doing this level in a non-linear fashion. Like if you went to this part like second, you can grab the plate mail and just run into this part. But we have all the keys, so let's press all these buttons, then press this one. It'll lower the door leading into the tree zone, so let's go right into it. And with that, we are done with Culture Clash, and this level is pretty interesting because it has a non-linear way of approaching it. It has multiple cultures, which are kind of... I'm not entirely sure which one the lava-filled one is supposed to be. Maybe it's supposed to be pseudo-Aztec or something. Kind of like how Hexen 2 has the Aztec area with a lot of lava in it. Like, it is pretty interesting nonetheless, and I did enjoy playing through this level. Especially with the way you can kind of choose your own path to an extent. Like, you'll have to go through everything if you want to get all the kills and whatnot, but the way you do it is kind of non-linear, but I went this way because I like how the level and weapon progression works with it. But anyways, we are done with this video. Stay tuned for the next one where we go into E4M3, the canonical one, of course. But until then, toodaloo.